Hi and welcome to this instruction video that will show you how to install the Quicke Companion driver support system on the previous generation of premium loaders. The kit comes with all necessary parts and is easy to install. When performing any type of major work on the loader needs to be parked and you must make sure that the hydraulic system is relieved from any residual pressure. The loader parking procedure is described in the loader product manual. When installing Quicke Companion, we recommend that you put the loader down on pallets or on the ground directly. This will give you much better access to the assembly points. Begin by undoing the Allen head screw securing the loader arm pin on the left-hand side bearing box. Fit the drilling template. Make sure the drilling template sits snugly against the underside of the loader arm. Drill a 5 mm hole in each side of the arm. Remove the drilling template. Drill 10 mm holes. Fit the guide pin. Seat the O-ring in the bronze washer. Fit the bronze bushing in the angle sensor guide plate. Secure the assembly with a magnetic screw. Torque the screw to 20 Nm. Mount the angle sensor in the sensor cover. Make sure you fit it the right way. The sensor has recessed holes that fits on the sensor cover guide pins. Secure the sensor with 2 Phillips head screws. Fit the cable retainer clip. Fit the sensor cover assembly on the sensor guide plate with 2 Allen head screws. The cable for a loader arm sensor can be attached using the provided self-adhesive cable tie mounts. Clean the loader arm with a suitable cleaning fluid. Let it dry and attach the cable tie mounts. Press firmly to activate the glue. Attach the sensor cable with cable ties. Guide the sensor cable through the loader arm. Alternatively, disassemble the electrical connector by pulling out the orange locking wedge and carefully releasing each pin from the harness housing using a flat-headed screwdriver. Use a punch to mark where the hole is to be drilled for the cable. Drill the hole, first with a 5 mm drill. Finish drilling the hole with a 10 mm drill. Remove the loader cross-tube center cover. Remove the hose guide covers on both sides. Remove the rear hose cover plates on both sides. Tape the angle sensor harness to the pull wire that comes with the kit. Feed the pull wire through the 10 mm hole until you can reach it at the hose exit hole by the cross tube. A pair of extra hands is helpful. Pull the harness through the loader arm. Undo the Allen head screw securing the tool carrier pivot pin. Seat the O-ring in the bronze washer and fit the bronze bushing in the angle sensor guide plate. Secure the assembly with a magnetic screw. Undo the Allen head screw securing the link pivot pin. Fit the guide pin. Torque the magnetic screw to 20 Nm. Ensure there is some play in the angle sensor guide plate. Mount the second angle sensor the same way the first one was assembled. Fit the sensor cover assembly on the sensor guide plate with 2 Allen head screws. Secure the protective frame against the loader arm using a clamp. Ensure that the gap is even around the sensor cover. Use the frame as template and mark the hole locations with a 10 mm drill. Drill the 2 holes through the arm, first with 5 mm drill and finish with a 10 mm drill. Mount the protective frame. Fit the cable retainer clips and secure the cable. Refit the left-hand side hose cover plate, but leave the two nuts untightened. The ECU comes pre-assembled to its bracket. Fit the ECU assembly and tighten the nuts. Undo the Allen head hose clamp retaining screw. Undo the hose clamp screw and remove the hose clamp. Feed the pull wire through the loader arm until you can reach it at the hose exit hole by the cross tube. A pair of extra hands is helpful. Pull the harness through the loader arm. The length of the cable protruding the arm should be slightly longer than the hydraulic hoses. Fit the connector cover. Fit the pins in the connector housing. Each pin is marked 1 to 5 and the housing is marked 1 to 6. Make sure each pin is seated properly by pulling slightly on the cable. The sealing pin fits in hole number 6. Fit the wedge securing the pins. Assemble the connector cover. Open the ECU connector locking handle. Fit the connector to the ECU and close the handle, locking the connector in place. Route the cable from the implement angle sensor up to the cross tube. The connector with a sealing cap on it can be used to connect our LED loader light option. Connect the implement angle sensor connector with the harness coming from the ECU. There is only one connector that fits. Connect the loader angle sensor connector with the harness coming from the ECU. There is only one connector that fits. Time to install the pressure sensors. Make sure all pressure is bled from the hydraulic system before undoing any loader hydraulic fittings. Use a suitable container to collect residual oil spillage. The hose is disconnected by pushing it into the valve and then firmly pulling it out. The loader is fitted with plug-in couplings designed for easy disconnection. Start by removing the red assembly stop with a flat-bladed screwdriver. make sure you retain the assembly stop. Repeat the process for the hoses shown. The pressure sensors come pre-assembled in manifolds. Ensure that the assembly stop is fitted. Assemble the manifold and make sure it's locked in place by pulling slightly. Fit the connector marked X6 to the pressure sensor. Ensure that the assembly stop is fitted and reconnect the two hoses. Make sure they are locked in place by pulling on them slightly. Once again, verify the assembly stop being in place on the second pressure sensor manifold before pushing it in place. Make sure it's locked in place by pulling on it slightly. Ensure that the assembly stop is fitted and reconnect the two hoses. Make sure they are locked in place by pulling on them slightly. Fit the connector marked X5 to the pressure sensor. Refit the right-hand side hose cover plate. The cross-tube center cover needs a minor modification. Refit the hose guide covers on both sides. Refit the loader cross-tube center cover. Refit the loader and check for oil leaks. Mount the display bracket on the suction cup using 2 of the screws provided. attach the display unit to the bracket. Mount and connect the provided cable harnesses to the tractor's power source. The display harness should be routed to a convenient location where you will have the display unit. Connect the display harness to the display unit. Attach the display to the cab window using the suction cup. If you haven't already done so, download the free of charge app called Quicke Companion from the App Store or Google Play. After the initial settings, perform a loader setup. First, steer the loader to the lowest position and keep doing so after the limit is reached. Do not release the joystick until the round indicator turns green. Press confirm. Steer the loader to the highest position and keep doing so after the limit is reached. Do not release the joystick until the round indicator turns green. Press confirm. Now, tilt the tool carrier forward to the maximum dump position. In this step, you can confirm immediately. You have now completed the loader setup. We hope you enjoyed using your Quicke Companion.